In terms of preparing, I think one thing I really wish I had done is I wish I had studied Preach My Gospel way before I'd entered the MTC, just so that I could apply those principles while I was there instead of learning them. I think that would have brought also just a lot of comfort in the transition, becoming a missionary, really, understanding how it works. That was one thing that I think pre-missionary should do. Once you get your call, should become very engaged in Preach My Gospel and the mission prep courses that are available. Take it seriously, because it becomes serious real quick. I think one thing that was crucial for me later on in my mission, there's a scripture in I think it's Proverbs, where it states, those who don't have a vision perish. And I think that was crucial for me as a missionary too, was understanding why I was there. And that's the first chapter of Preach My Gospel, is what is your purpose? Why are you out there? I think once you can understand who you are, essentially, administered by you're commissioned by an apostle, by the prophet, to go out and teach. That's a very serious thing. And when you're walking down the street and souls are literally on the line, it's important to understand that. And I think once you understand that purpose from the beginning, then naturally you're going to learn the language. Naturally you're going to want to have the desire to study the lessons. Naturally you're going to want to be able to understand how you can communicate with your companion, with members. I think it just comes down first to understanding your purpose. What is my purpose as a missionary? And then once you have that, it'll follow. I would study the chapter on the Spirit, and I would study the chapter on just the teaching skills. Those are things that you have to practice, of course, and you have to practice with the Spirit too. You can't do anything without the Spirit, and it'll become very clear to you when you're on your mission, when the Spirit's with you and when it's not. And it's black and white, and in terms of how you feel and how you function and how you teach, how you work, it's black and white. And so I would understand the Spirit as much as you can, and in that sense also, that comes to being worthy, making sure that you're worthy, that you're okay. Just because without the Spirit you can't do anything.